Okay, so now let's review some of the methods that you can use with the SpineHelper class that I created. So you can see what methods I have available for you. If you check the SpineHelper.lua file, which is the class itself, and if you browse, you will see a section that says Start of Methods. So the first method, we already use it, is the new, and this is used whenever you want to create a new animation. Here on the screen I only have one, but I could have another animation running if I wanted. So I will do that in another video because I want to reveal the methods first. So that's the new, that's the first one. The initialize method, this is not used. This is just used just to set up the animation, so you don't have to use this. So immediately after the initialize method, you will see the first one, which is playAnimation. And whenever you create a new animation, this is played automatically once you create the first instance of an animation. So by calling new, this method is also calling automatically the playAnimation method. But let's say that the character is currently stopped. By playing animation again, you can reactivate the animation. Okay. Then we have the stop animation, and let's create an example for that. Let's say that after 5 seconds we want the green guy to stop completely. So this is what you do. So let's run the project again. After 5 seconds the animation will stop. And that stopped. So let's say that after another 5 seconds I want to reactivate the animation. So let's play it again. So currently it's playing. It will stop after 5 seconds, and 5 seconds later it should resume playing the animation again. And there it is. Let's review the other methods. The next one is a method for changing the skin. So currently the skin that is applied to the character is a green one. So let's say that after 5 seconds I want to change the skin from green to orange. So let me copy everything here so I don't make any mistakes. So after 5 seconds you should be able to see our orange guy, and there you have it. Okay, let's keep reviewing this. So the next method is a method for changing the animation. If you remember, we created several animations for the character. This is a walking animation, but we also have an animation for jumping and falling. So let's change the animation that is playing. So the table is going to be new and I can change other parameters like the delay or whether you want the new animation to loop or not. So let's try it again. And there you have it. So it changed from walking to jumping, and if you notice, it blended the two animations so that you don't see an abrupt change from one to another. Here in this method, you can change other parameters like I mentioned before. You can set a delay in applying the new animation. By default, it's 0. And you can play a loop or not. By default, it's true. Let's change the looping. So there you have it. That's changing an animation by using the changeAnimation method. Okay, so let's continue with the next method. So the next method will allow us to change the item. If you notice, if you remember, in the current animation, our character has an arrow on the left hand. So we can change or hide that item that is here on the left hand. And in order to do that, okay, let's stop this. We need two things according to the method. So let's review it. We need two things. One is a mandatory parameter, which is the slot name, and the other is a name for the item. So you're probably wondering what is a slot, right? So if we go back to Spine into the root node, let's expand the bones. So the tools or the items are inside the node name left arm skin. So this is the name of the node. Oh no, sorry. The name of the tool of the node is tools underscore arrow. And here we have the image of an arrow and the lightning. So currently we have the arrow and we want to change it for the lightning. So let's do that. So the name of the slot, it's called tools arrow, and you know that you're seeing a slot because it is just a circle like this underneath a bone. So this bone called tool has a slot named tools underscore arrow, and this slot has two images attached to it. So let's change that. Tools arrow. All right. If I don't do anything else here, if I only provide the name of the slot and I don't pass the name of an image, it will hide the item from the left hand. So let's see that. So after 5 seconds, we should see the arrow disappear, and it's gone. You see? So now let's stop this, and now what I want is to change and replace the arrow for the lightning. So in that case, I need to pass the parameter of an item, which is called tools lightning. So let's run the project again. So now we see the arrow, and in 5 seconds, boom, you see that the tool changed. So with this method, it's very useful. You can hide an item, you can change an item. So I have other methods down below, but I will review them in a separate video because the other methods have to do with physics. So let me stop the video now, and I'll see you in the next